Hello, you beautiful souls, and welcome back to another episode of the Soulful Self-Development Podcast. My name is Hannah, and I am your host. Today, I am going to be talking about things that you can do to help yourself prepare and get ready for the new year ahead. I love this time of year when everybody's ready to set some goals, to make some changes, and although it can sometimes be hard to stick to those crazy changes we like to make for ourselves, I'm going to give you some tips and tools to help you get ready for this shift, because sometimes if we do these things to prepare for the new year, it can make the transition easier and it can help us stick to our goals and resolutions that we have for ourselves for the new year. I'm really excited for 2025. I have a feeling it's going to be such a crazy, beautiful year. There was a lot of really big shifts, not just in my own life, but globally in 2024. And I think 2025 is going to be even more eye-opening, even more expansive. And we are literally moving into a new age right now. And it's just really exciting to get to witness, to get to be a part of. And I'm so glad that you're here with me on this journey. So let's dive into things that we can do to get ready for the new year. Number 1 is to clean up and clean out your space. All things hold energy, and it can be really refreshing to go through all of your things, deep clean, throw out, declutter, organize, and have a nice new clean space and energy in your home to start the new year. So I started this process yesterday of just cleaning up everything, cleaning and throwing so much stuff out. I went through my entire bathroom. I threw so much stuff out because if you don't need it, if you don't use it, just get rid of it. Like, it's just holding up so much space and energy in your home. And it can really help you to feel light and airy and just like ready to go when you don't have so much stuff holding you down. And my next step for my house is to deep clean with intention. So I'm going to go in and clean every surface under everything, just absolutely clean as much as I can, while having the intention of clearing out any stagnant energy, any energies that's no longer serving me, and calling in energy that's love and light and protection, and that's going to help me get to where I need to go in this next year, that kind of thing. Number 2 is to make a vision board with your friends, or alone if you prefer to do that. But I think vision boards are such powerful tools, and they can really get you excited for the new year and what's to come. So I think that it can be really beneficial. Think about what you want to call in for the next year ahead, all that you want to manifest. Where do you want to travel? What would you like to achieve? Where do you want to focus your energy? Vision boards help you call in your manifestations into real life. It helps you visualize them. It can help you put yourself in those positions, in those shoes for yourself. And let's be honest, they're just beautiful. I like to add a lot of pictures and quotes, and I also learned that it's very powerful if you can put yourself in the vision board. So pick photos of people who look like you, or actually like crop your face into the photo so that it's easier to visualize it as yourself. So I'm having vision board night with my friends on the new moon, so I'm really excited for that. It's going to be really powerful, and I can't wait. So do yourself a favor, make a vision board, get yourself a bullet, like a push pin board, a cork board, or you can just glue them onto a canvas even, so that you can hang it up on the wall, wherever you're going to look at it and visualize with it. So number 3 is to create a sacred space, and this is something that I have felt really called to do lately, and I'm really excited that I am making myself an altar. So I just got myself a little meditation chair, and I have created a special place where I can go to show up for myself, to connect with my spirit guides and my angels. And I am collecting special pieces to add to my altar that are meaningful for me and my spirituality. So far I have a dragon, this really cool dragon candle, and a feather, and I have a picture frame. I'm just not sure what I want to put in the picture frame yet. And I also have incense and sage and a candle, and I'm going to collect more things. I want a fairy of some sort. I do have a little fairy coin that's supposed to be very magical as well in my altar. So just things like that. And it's just a little table that I put in my office, and I just go and sit on my meditation chair and show up to this space every day, and it just is so beautiful. I love to have a space to show up, to say my prayers, to say my gratitude, to just sit and breathe and be. I just find that I do it sometimes in different places in the house, but I like to have a space specifically for that, because if I do it in my bed and I'm laying down, I usually fall back asleep because I get very relaxed when I meditate. And same with if I do it in the living room. I don't know, it's just also a communal space, whereas this is a space for just me to show up for myself and my spirituality and really tap into that energy. So that's something I am doing for myself, that I am excited to show up for the new year in this space every single day. So just an idea of something you might want to do for yourself. Create a sacred space for yourself. Next, number 4, I want you to write a letter to yourself from the end of next year and tell yourself all that happened for you in this year. And it can be beneficial. Go through it month by month and go into detail about all of the things that you want to happen. So you can say, like, "Dear Hannah, what a wonderful, magical year we had. You know, we accomplished so many amazing things. And this is what our year looked like in January. We got to do this. We launched that. It went really well. You know, I met this person. They were awesome. Exactly what I needed in my life." And just go on and on through each month. Say where you went to travel, what you accomplished. Use as much detail as you can. And this is also a part of a manifestation. You can use this with your vision board to help you visualize, to help you really, really step into what it is that you want to manifest in the next year. So number 5 is to make realistic resolutions for yourself, because we all know that we love to set some crazy goals for ourselves, but then we never end up sticking to them. And this is because we set goals that are just not an energetic match to us. It's good to make goals and push yourself, but we don't make progress if we just set all these crazy goals and then we stop doing them. So we want to focus on taking little steps forward towards the big goal. And once that you embody the step and take another step, this is more powerful in working towards your goals. So it's okay to have a crazy end goal of what you want to achieve, but just make sure that you're taking little steps towards that goal every single day versus just trying to dive right in, because that's how we crash and burn and don't end up doing what it is that we want to do for ourselves. So just keep that in mind. Make some realistic goals that you can be in alignment with energetically. Make simple ways that you can start to show up and make that shift, and then it keeps going from there. So we're not diving face first into the water and we don't even know how to swim. So just keep that in mind, because it can be frustrating when you set these goals for yourself and then it doesn't stick to it, and then you can be really hard on yourself and down on yourself for not being able to do it or not achieving what you want to achieve. And if we talk to ourselves that way and treat ourselves that way, then we're never going to accomplish anything that makes us feel wonderful and great and worthy. So just keep that in mind. Number 6 is to reflect on the past year. Make a list of all that you're grateful for, all that you have learned, and the best memories, adventures, people, experiences, places, all those things, everything that you loved about 2024, all these wonderful experiences that you've had. Go through and reflect on what you've learned, reflect on where your biggest growths were, look at the ups and the downs and see what you learned from the downs, the lessons that you learned from, the pain and the suffering that you maybe have gone through, and just see the beauty in all the cycles and see just how magical a whole year can be and how much can, come and go from your life. It can be pretty significant. And I think just going back and having such gratitude for the year and all that it taught us makes room for even better things to come forward for us in 2025. So make sure that you're doing that reflecting, that you're doing that gratitude, that you're, sending yourself some love and appreciation for everything that you've been through in the last year. And just be ready and open to receive even more wonderful magic, beauty, abundance, all these wonderful things in 2025. Number 7 is let go. Choose to let go of things that are holding you back, fears, insecurities, limiting beliefs, people, habits, hurt feelings, excess emotions, things like that. It's time to let go. Let yourself start the new year feeling light and free. So if there are some ties that you need to cut from people that don't have your best interests at heart or are no longer in alignment with you, cut those ties before the new year. If there's some habits that you see are very toxic or just no longer serving you, get ready to let those go and not bring them into the new year with you. Look at your fears and insecurities and limiting beliefs and know that, that's a place where you want to make those shifts, because the more that you can move out of that place of scarcity and fear and lack and anything limiting, that's really, really, really holding you back. And if you can really let go, focus on letting go of those fears and insecurities and anything that's limiting you. If you don't believe and know deep to your core that you are a beautiful, abundant, radiant, just absolute piece of art created by the universe, then there are some limiting beliefs there, because you are worthy, you are divine, you are part of this whole beautiful cosmic web. And if we let our ego run the show and we decide that we are separate from everyone else, anything else, the whole universe, then we are going to create a lot of pain and suffering and lack and all these limiting things in our life. And nothing is more powerful than seeing that and being able to choose to let that go. And what a better time than to let that go right now, leave that in 2024 and step into 2025 with the most freeing feeling, with those wings on your back and just knowing that you can accomplish anything, you can do anything, you are powerful, you are divine, you are a magical freaking being. So don't let your mind and your ego limit you into thinking that you are small, because you are not. And the more that you believe in yourself and your light and your power, the more crazy things that are going to happen for you, I promise. So let go. And for anyone that hurt you in the past, especially within the past year, if you're holding on to that, to anger or resentment or any of these negative emotions towards these people, let it go. You need to learn to see things from love, and people only hurt people because they are hurt. So send them love, okay? I know it sucks when somebody does something to you and it hurts, but at the end of the day, that person is struggling. If that person didn't have their own insecurities that they were taking out on you, then these things wouldn't happen. So send them some love, because they need healing. They need love. They need light. They are suffering in their own mind and in their own reality. So give them some grace and choose to be the bigger person. Choose to send them love. Choose to not hold on to that anger and resentment, because Because life is just so much better when you choose to let go, when you choose love, when you choose light, because you can sit in that negative energy, in that low vibration, but then your whole reality is just going to be a low vibration, and you're going to wonder why you're stuck in this place. Well, I can tell you right now, that's a really big part of it. So keep that in mind when moving on to the new year, because the more we let go, the more space we have to create what we actually want in the new year. So let it go, let it go, let it go. Number 8 is to make a list of things that you need to get done and crush them out. Okay, this is something that I've done for myself. I've only crushed out a fraction of the things I made on my very long list for myself, but it already feels so good to have it done and out of the way, and I know it's going to feel even better when I actually have it all done. So do that before the new year, because it's going to feel so good to move into the new year with all these tasks done before the new year, just that fresh start, that new energy. We're all ready for it. We are all excited, and this is just something that can help you to move and clear that energy, to make space for what it is that you want in your life and in this year. So yeah, these are just a couple things that you can do to get ready for the new year. And speaking of the new year, I just want to talk about some of my resolutions for 2025, because I am usually a person that sets these crazy goals for myself and then nothing really changes. But I have been looking back on the past year, and sometimes it can be hard because it's like every single day goes by, and it's just like little things change. Sometimes you might have a big shift that feels like everything changes, but then that just becomes normal, and then another day goes by, and then you get to this point where you're like, okay, it's been a year, and I'm like, I don't think that anything's changed or much has changed. But then you look back at your year and you're reflecting and you're like, wow, I actually had so much growth. I actually had so much happen for myself this past year. I am totally a different person. I have now not drinking any alcohol for a whole entire year. Christmas last year was the last time I had any amount of liquor, and I feel so good about that decision. And that's not something I thought I would have done or been able to do even a few years ago. So that's actually huge growth, and I need to give myself a pat on the back for that one. I've also been more than a year sober on weed, which is exciting for me as well, and something a few years ago I thought I would never do, but here I am, and I just feel so good. And those two things alone, that's a huge shift in my energy, in what I'm calling into my life now, because I no longer have those things holding me down. But I also moved into a house. I also, have had big and crazy shifts in my healing journey. I got to do ayahuasca again. I got to experience that with my sister. I learned so much about energy and vibrations and dimensions. And so 2024 has brought me a lot of growth, a lot of change, a lot of shifts in my energy. I'm really starting to see it. My gifts are becoming more and more strong. I feel so in tune with energy and everything all around me, and I know that's only going to continue to get stronger as I cut out things in my life that are draining my energy, and as I add more things to my life, such as practices and things that help me with my energy. So I'm really, really excited for 2025, and I know not just even in my own life, in my own reality, are these crazy shifts happening. They're happening globally. There is literally a global awakening happening right now, and it just makes my soul so happy. I know I'm here for a reason. I know I chose to reincarnate at this time, so get ready for the chaos and magic and all the crazy shit that is going to be happening in 2025. But so my number one resolution for the new year is to make my energy a priority, and this is something that I have been doing since coming back from my last ayahuasca trip. So I've already started this resolution, but it's going to be even more intensified for myself in the new year. So this looks like me saying no to people and opportunities and things when I know that it doesn't serve me. I no longer choose to be a people pleaser and just say yes because I want to make people happy. I'm going to say no. I've been doing this a lot more with people in my life, and it feels so good. Like, I just know that my energy feels better when I'm staying home and taking care of myself than when I'm going out and being around people that are not in their right state of mind, and I don't really want to support that lifestyle. So I just don't really want to surround myself with it because, you know, it still affects my energy, and I can see the energy of it, and it's just very overwhelming. So learning to say no when it doesn't serve me, and learning to just make the decisions of doing what serves me, you know, like looking at my options and thinking this one is most in alignment with my highest self. Also being very, very good at clearing and protecting my energy. I do this a lot, but I want to make it a daily ritual of every time I leave the house, I do a ritual to protect my energy, and every time I come home, I'm doing a ritual to clear my energy from energy that I've picked up on from outside my house, because there's a lot of energy out there, and if we're not being intentional of what energy we allow to be in our life, that we surround ourselves with, then there's going to be a lot of energy that you have that is not yours, that is affecting you, and we don't want that. Also, this is probably going to look like a lot of me staying home and spending time with myself versus going out, and I'm totally okay with that. I'm becoming kind of a hermit, but I'm absolutely loving it. I love my house, and I love my space, and I love being able to just be with myself and spend time with myself and do things for myself. So I'm in my self era. I don't know. I just have been single for quite a while, and I'm so used to being by myself, and I honestly really enjoy it because I don't want to be spending my energy on people that don't have my highest interests in their heart. So that's a boundary that I have been setting for myself. And just to remind myself of how important my energy really is, and why it's so important to take care of it. It is my career. It is how I'm able to do what I am by reading energy and helping people move and shift energy. And it is just, you know, it affects my whole reality. And I know that I am worthy of having wonderful, great things. And if I don't take care of myself, then those things are probably not really going to happen for me. So, yeah, just reminding myself as why it's so important, and making sure that I prioritize a lot of movement, a lot of good foods, a lot of things that are going to keep my energy up, keep my energy high. I'm also going to be always reading food labels. I'm really trying to avoid seed oils going into the new year and staying away from as much sugar as I can. And I find that if I read the labels of food, it makes me think twice before eating it, and I have started to eat a lot less food that comes in packages because there's a lot of stuff in there that I don't actually want to put in my body. So the biggest thing, and might be the most difficult, is avoiding seed oils, but I would like to get to a point where I eat absolutely no seed oils. And I'm also trying to avoid as much sugar as I can. I have been working on this already as well, so just keeping up with that and making that decision for myself. My next resolution is that I'm going to be dialed in and focus on my business. I'm going to finish up my programs I've been creating and offer more services for you guys, and and I want to learn more, maybe take some courses or learn some more things so that I can help my business grow and expand as well. So I'm really excited for that, and all that is coming with that in 2025. I have a really good feeling about it, and it is going to be my biggest priority. So I'm going to be spending a lot of my energy there, and I'm excited to see where that takes me. I also want to call in more like-minded people, my soul tribe, and create that deep sense of community where we're also connected and on the same level. I've just have been craving that for a while, and they've been starting to show up more and more and more in my life. So I'm really thankful for that and grateful for that. I'm excited to see who I connect with in the next year and all that comes with that as well. So Soul Fam, I know you're out there. I love you, and I can't wait to connect with you and create memories with you and hold space for each other and all those things. And my last one is to just do as much healing and growth as possible. Growth is so important, it's so expansive, and the only way to do that is to focus on the healing, to do the medicine, to do the work, to show up for yourself, to give yourself love and kindness and understanding, and know that, you're just learning, you're just trying your best, and that's all that we can do. And, just love. Love is literally the answer to the whole entire universe. If you can do anything from a place of love, you are doing the right thing. So be in that state of love, of light, of wanting the best for others, of wanting the best for yourself, of wanting the best for the whole entire collective of the universe. And magic is going to happen for you right in front of your own very eyes, because you know what? I'm witness of knowing that does happen. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I hope that you guys had the best Christmas, the best holidays, surrounded by so much love and family and food and giving. And I had the best holiday. It was so wonderful. I love my family so much. I love getting to spend so much time with them, and it really makes my heart so full. I hope that you guys have the best new year. I'm really excited to go into it and celebrate and celebrate all that came with 2024 and celebrate all that is coming in 2025. And don't forget to do things for you. Make yourself a priority. Take care of your energy. Make those decisions for yourself that is going to serve your highest good. Let go of anything that might be holding you back, because you are wonderful, you are beautiful, and you deserve to have the most magnetic, magical, beautiful, abundant life ever. So don't forget that, and remember that as you go into the new year. Thank you so much for listening today. I love you all so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.